media.com. It is archived. It will be archived as soon as the show is over on our YouTube channel, the Colorado Music Network, for your continued, and if it's the first time, it'll be there forever. You can always hit it. Our YouTube channel has been seen in over 200 countries. We have almost 1,100 videos of predominantly Colorado music, because that's what we are. We are an independently owned Colorado music only radio station, and predominantly we play predominantly unsigned bands, not affiliated with a major label. And even though we're ASCAP and BMI paid, we like to showcase Colorado music as an export to the world, as we would like to have everyone go to the SVH Facebook page, hit their like button, and really shamelessly hit our like button too. That's how we grow. We don't have an advertising budget yet, because we are independently owned, we're self-funded, and of course always looking for sponsors. We do commercial spots for local businesses, charity organizations, corporate events. We do lots of things for the community because we believe in Colorado. We believe in our musicians. We think everyone should be heard. And if you listen to the station any time of day, you'll hear that this is a station that stands toe-to-toe with any station, period. We like to say that because we're very proud of our musicians. We like to say that because we are different than Spotify and Pandora, because we don't have many commercials. We would rather do sponsorships that take care of things so we don't interrupt the music. And I think we've got a thumbs up that we're ready to go. And as I told the band, they're ready to go. They've been ready to go for a while. But the way we choreograph things is we like to explain our purpose for being and introduce our staff. To my left is the world-famous Shadow Man.
Thank you, Mark at the Moon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that kind of stuck. So we have names for everybody. In the back is our broadcast tech genius, Nathan Learjet, and takes care of all of our technical needs in quite the exemplary manner that sets us apart from a lot of other endeavors. We also at this time want to say a little bit about our ladies. Usually I have two very beautiful co-hosts, Lisa Carnes and Laura Lear, Nate's wife. But we sadly wanted to acknowledge that we had a loss Friday night of our social media director, Annie Easter, lost her.
She gained her wings.
Yes, she did. But we lost her presence, and she will be part of us forever, memorialized in a way that we see fit to do so. Since it's only been Friday, we've been kind of at a loss, and those that know her loved her dearly, and we'll be announcing more of the plans that were formulated today for her memorial service. And we just wanted to make sure that when that is announced, that everyone will be able to come. And there's been a lot of inquiries about what that would be, but details are,
they're in the works.
They're painstakingly, yes, they will be coming out. But we wanted to give our angels a quick mention and
we love you, ladies.
Express our love.
You're listening to KCOSDigitalMedia.com, and it's time for The Beat Goes On.
That's what we usually do. So we are excited to have this band. I can't say it enough because I've developed a friendship with these guys in a short time, and it's great to encourage local talent to be showcased, and Andrew, as lovingly said, this is their debut show. And Cotter has been more than gracious about getting things arranged and getting all you people here and sending invitations out to the world. They even brought their sound and light people in to make sure that their debut show is all that they want it to be. And so we always start the show off with a 3-song set to set the mood for the show. And with that, Semantic Vacuum Hypothesis is ready to go, right? How about a hand? Is Cotter on? Uh-huh. Say hi, Cotter, and then introduce the band because this is going to be a phenomenal show. I've been excited about you guys, like I say, since the first time I've heard your music.
Cool. Well, hi, everyone. Yeah, we are SVH. This is Daniel Six over here on guitar. And of course, Andrew Kernan on drums.
Come on, Andrew.
Of course, it's too bright back there for him, right?
Huh?
It's too bright back there for him with the shades on, right? Or is he just modest?
He has X-ray vision. He can just see through anything.
Oh, so this is a superhero kind of band, right?
Well, at least he is. Like I don't do anything. All I do is sit around. So, over here is Mikey.
Mikey!
Mike Lupton. He's like brand new. He's the newest addition, so please forgive me.
Wonderful.
Well, you got a lot of strings between you two guys. Yeah. Yeah, no, we like that. This is, I personally, I love this kind of music. Prog music and experimental instrumental is definitely a genre that I've always been a fan of for years. And it's glad to see, you know, young guys, sorry, Andrew, to to keep the genre going and to keep it. This is a very special night for me to be able to talk about a kind of a band like this because I've lost track. We're in the 170 something.
At least 170. I mean, 3 years.
We've probably, yeah, it's more like 175, but we've done this. This is our 3rd year, and we've seen a lot of bands. It's kind of like that Farmers commercial. I can't remember punchlines. That's why I'm not a comedian, man. That's why there's no 2-drink minimum, so, you know. But I got to say, the band has merchandise. They've got shirts and they've got CDs for sale. If you guys haven't gotten them already, I haven't seen anybody put some shirts on yet. Wave hi to the merch ladies. Oh, okay, yes, there is some shirts on.
And don't forget to tip that bartender. She takes so much good care of us.
Of course, Nicole's working so hard that she doesn't have time to give us crap.
We like it that way, though.
Well, you know, so that way we get to make comments all the time about how cool she is. So really, what we're going to do with this band is they're going to play the whole CD. It's been in rotation now on KCOSdigitalmedia.com. Gosh, I can't even put a figure on when we got the music from you guys. When did you guys submit that?
It was at least 6 billion years ago.
Yeah, we've been around that long.
Yeah.
I mean, look at me. I'm old.
I don't know when we gave it to you, honestly.
About 3 months ago.
Well, no, it's probably been more than 3 months because he lives in a vacuum of time as well.
Oh.
So
A friend, okay.
You know,
Cool.
yeah.
Yep.
So semantic vacuum hypothesis. This is the easiest question that I ask everybody. What the heck's the deal behind the name?
You're going to have to Google that.
Oh, no. Come on. So, okay, how many fans of the band do we got in here tonight? Okay. So, questions from the band, from the audience. Who knows what the heck that means?
So, okay.
See, I get the answers, man. I do. I go for it.
Man, that's so honestly, it is a real thing. Like the whole thing together actually means something. And that's why I said Google it, because I looked it up once and I just thought it was a cool name, and it had to do with it's a medical condition. It deals with synesthesia, which is hearing colors and seeing sounds and that whole thing. So,
Awesome.
and yeah, that's a real thing. which is pretty awesome. But anyways,
Well, you know, I gotta here again. I'm gonna play the comedian, so we get the 2-drink minimum going for Nicole back there. You know, I'm very fond of linguistics. I speak a few different, you know, restaurant languages. Been around the world a little bit, and so semantic. You know, gosh, that's words, and vacuum to me is, you know, what's between my ears, and so.
wow.
If there's nothing between your ears and you associate with words, you still have to make a hypothesis, right?
I mean,
Think about it.
yeah, you got to think about that.
No, you're going to be thinking about that for a long time, because you are a thinker, my friend.
Well, I definitely am pretty spacey, so.
See, we're a lot alike. Yeah. But it's great music, man. I really got to say, you guys are very powerful.
Thank you.
This is, you know, we don't get to do a lot of. Now, what I was going to say is this is not just a, here, I'm going to be in a band and we're going to play all over, we're going to sell CDs, we're going to make lots of money. This is a project band with, of course, those premises too, that you're going to play and make money and be as famous. There's got to be a hypothesis behind your song construction. Or you could just play some more music.
Well, usually it involves hours of just like playing around, and I come up with an idea that's a theme, and then I build a song around the theme. And I'm a little bit ADD, so it's usually not a typical song structure, and I love prog rock, so
Your creation, I personally, I hate to be labeled. I don't like to conform to a label, especially something that someone else puts on someone else. So embrace your creativity, my friend. You're a young man. You're a successful individual in your own right. You have a day job that I was quite impressed to hear. Yeah, well, so, okay, the cat's out of the bag. What do you got? What do you do during the day?
I am a maintenance technician for a regional airline.
Which is quite an accomplishment in itself.
Oh, well, thank you.
No, you know, we've talked about our backgrounds, and
Well, yeah, because we have similar backgrounds.
yeah,
And you were-
I've been an observer. You've been a wrench turner. You know, I did a career in the Air Force for 37 years that involved a lot of technical stuff, but that's not the story that we're talking about today. We're talking about extremely talented people on the stage. And I know, you know, a couple of them are like, what, you're going to ask me questions? So, but really, Andrew has been very complimentary of your composition skills and your approach to music. Is Andrew going to talk or not?
He should. I mean, honestly, if he wasn't involved, like none of this would have ever happened. So.
Well, see, there you go. I mean, there's got to be somebody to pull somebody with labels together, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is your debut show. You got to do some promotion, my friend.
Okay, yeah, this is all very exciting. It's taken about 4 years to get this guy out onto the stage. We did a few things beforehand. We made an album. We created a record company so that we could release the album. And then he created the record company. I created a studio so that we could work together on a legal basis. And from there, I definitely want to give a shout out to Jay Sid, who programmed the lights over the past couple of days for us so that we could have a better show.
Yay.
And I'd like to give a shout out to Ryan May of Performance Audio, who allowed us that front of house console so that we could give you some good sound tonight.
Absolutely. You know, and that's the funny thing that's really not funny. It's the sad part of social media is that Ryan and I have been Facebook friends, but I have yet to meet the individual, and can't wait to do so because I think we have a lot to talk about. You know, it's been a great realization that you have put together your own production entity as well. I mean, all that you see here tonight with the screen projection videos and
yeah, I couldn't see what was happening from up here, but were there videos going on and stuff?
Oh, yes, yes.
There's one more shout out, and that's to Seven Fox of Ruptured Studios here in Colorado Springs. He created those videos just for our music.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
And, you know, if you know anything about production, you know, it's trying to herd cats, you know, bringing people together that'll actually come through and make it happen for you when you're just, you know, we hit this place kind of like a touring band tonight, you know, with the snake and tying everything together on stage and good sound and everything. But we live right up the street. It's just that when I heard Cotter's music, I wanted to bring something of a higher level to meet it so that it wouldn't, you know, just sit there. You know what I mean? I think that Cotter writes excellent music. Daniel Six is an excellent composer. We're going to play some of his music a little bit later. One of the songs, I've been a session drummer. Cotter's was my 12th album as a session drummer. And Daniel's music, one of the songs took me 2 years to learn on the drums. I'd never tried to play music like it before in my life. And they kept me from, you know, falling into a rut. As a musician, I thank them very much for that, these two guys.
Yeah. So we're going to hear that song tonight, aren't we? We're going to hear that song tonight?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
All
we're going
right.
to, once we finish with the songs from the album, we're going to play some of Daniel's compositions. This is another band called Almost Eden. That's part and parcel with this band. And we're also going to finish with a composition from the new album, which we have not recorded yet, but we're going to go ahead and, from the new Semantic Vacuum album, and we're going to play that for you to give you a glimpse of what's happening.
Awesome.
I'm thoroughly excited.
Thank you very much. It's great to see you all here. It really is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
No.
Well, I got to say,
Sad.
it's exciting for us to do this every week. And what Andrew said, you know, it's welcome to our world every week. We do this every week with a different band that's a different genre, that has different requirements. And normally we rely on the house sound from Hex Audio Visual Services. And Chad Martin is our dedicated sound tech who's still in the background tonight helping things out. And we appreciate everything Hex does for us. And we're really happy to become acquainted with the whole SVH organization. You guys, you know, this is a perfect exercise in building a team. This is what we've tried to do for 3 years. You know, it does take a long time to build a successful team that is able to go out and do a successful performance at any given moment. And have we talked long enough before listening to some more music? Because really, really. I mean, you know, it's like I haven't checked. So, okay, here's another thing about what we do. We made an event page for this, and like we do every week, we try and put as much information about the band as we can on every event page. That's one thing. We didn't have a lot of information to put on the event page from you guys because you're music makers. You know, Andrew said, you know, we're looking for some kind of managerial person to kind of take care of the business end. And, you know, God, I would like to say, sure, man, I'll do it. But, you know, I'm supposed to be retired. And now I run an internet radio station with my friends and people I call family now that have been with us for the 3 years in our existence. But it is definitely a trick to be able to tie production and all the logistics together. You know, so you guys, this is not, like I say, this is not just a, hey, we're going to go play at this lounge Saturday night and this venue. This is a project band, and it's very evident in your music, the professionalism that goes into your music. So let's hear some more music.
Yeah, absolutely. Music all the way.
Trying to predict the future is a discouraging and hazardous occupation. If by some miracle a prophet could describe the future exactly as it was going to take place, his predictions would sound so absurd, so far-fetched, that everybody would laugh him to scorn. So, if what I say now seems to you to be very reasonable, then I'll have failed completely. Only if what I tell you appears absolutely unbelievable have we any chance of visualizing the future as it really will happen. Let's start by looking at the city of the future. The city of the day after tomorrow, say the year 2000. I think it will be a world in which we can be in instant contact with each other wherever we may be. City as a meeting place for man would have ceased to make any sense. In fact, men will no longer commute, they will communicate. They won't have to travel for business anymore, they'll only travel for pleasure. In that world of the future, we will not be the only intelligent creatures. One of the coming techniques will be what we might call bioengineering. most intelligent inhabitants of that future world won't be men, they'll be machines, the remote descendants of today's computers. When that time comes, the whole world will have shrunk to a point.
What, though, we can all go home?
No, 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 no.
No, this is a 2-hour show. And usually, sometimes, every once in a while, we do go over because we have so much fun. And
You can do that when you own the science project.
well, you had to say science project. But no, really, this is the programming and the sequencing. That's quite an art, man, juggling between the two. We've had some other bands, you know, do that stuff, and yeah, it is kind of a trick, huh? And one thing I got to ask Andrew is like, wow, man, you grew a new drum set. And when I saw you in the studio, you had a really cool electronic drum kit. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. The one thing, yeah, that's one thing Nathan, he is a drummer himself, and every time someone brings in an electric drum kit, he's like drooling, and he has to sit around and play on it, and we don't get out of here till like 11 o'clock at night because, yeah. But that's the deal. I mean, we're all involved in the music community here in really the whole state of Colorado, and we love discovering new bands, and you guys were just a great blessing to be found, and to get this date set up for you, and hearing the repertoire from the CD. Because one thing I got to say is that one thing sets us apart from other radio stations is that you won't hear a repeated song for a few days, because we're playing about 400 Colorado bands and solo musicians and artists.
Thank you.
You know, and I'm excited to hear you're already working on a new project, because yeah, the more music you send in,
The more we
the
play.
more we play. And I got to say, the response has been just amazing. I get emails and messages, and plus I go cruising on Facebook. That's how I found your friend Nicholas. But yeah, we're almost halfway through the first hour, so really. What I was going to say about the fact that we have an event page and that we do the Facebook Live is that anybody that's not here, listening from wherever, you can send your comments along on either the event page or the Facebook Live page. And since the last time we checked, oh man, there's almost 300 people listening right now.
And that's just on Facebook Live. We also have YouTube running.
So even while we're talking, yeah.
Exporting Colorado music to the world. That's what KCUS Digital Media does.
Well, this is all about SVH tonight, you know, and that's what we say. It's your show, and we kind of say, well, we're like VH1 storytellers with, you know, the Mystery Science 3000 creatures in the background. You know what Mystery Science.
Yeah, where are they? Like.
I don't know. I haven't figured out what they are because they're always in the shadows. Shadow Man.
Yeah, I love the shadows.
Shadow Man might know, but you know.
We need someone to put on like a robot helmet and sit in the front row. Like.
Oh man. Well, you know, and that's it.
Ideas.
We were kind of worried about the snake across the mosh pit, but yeah, this is not really mosh music, right?
I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, I was planning on it being big tonight, so.
Well, for a debut show, I think you're doing pretty good.
Definitely got a full house, in-house and online, and I'm loving it.
This place holds 350 people. So if you count the online presence.
You still got an hour. There's still plenty of time to come down to the Gold Room, number 18 South Nevada Avenue.
And yeah, everybody can share this Facebook Live feed to anybody around the world too. So the more shares, the better. We want to get your music out to the world because it's great music. And saying that we're almost halfway through the show, I mean, let's play some music.
Let's do this.
Let's take a moment and also thank our sponsors, Sunshine Studios Live. They've been doing a lot of really good stuff lately. Stargazers Theater, they've been amazing lately. I love these local venues. The Gold Room, all of them.
Yeah, we have been very blessed with the receptivity, is that a word? The receptiveness that we've been receiving in our time. We also have some special guests. We always have Brian and Marty Hall from helpautism.org. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
They do great things for the community, for the special needs people in our community. And we also have Mr. Tony Caruana from Hug It Forward.
We're going to be down there at Stargazers this Sunday, from what I understand. That's going to be a great event.
Well, we live stream from all the locations we've mentioned, and Stargazers has been extremely gracious about letting us come in and stream pretty much any show we've been asking them to do, and they've been surprised that we've actually gotten pre-approval before we've even asked them, from like Mike Zito.
We like to cover our bases, you know. We don't want to go in just half-assing it.
Well, you know, we're lucky enough. You know, we have about a 12,000 member Facebook reach, which is really amazing to me still. You know, so we are doing community service in the manner that we wish it to be done. So we also, with this Hug It Forward show at Stargazers Sunday, it's a benefit for Tony's organization. We'll have Tony, if you got time. You gonna stay, Tony? Okay, we'll bring you on in a minute because we have tickets for Sunday's show. It's a benefit, but Tony was gracious enough for us to get some promo tickets. We also, you need to come to see this, to see Ed, Shadow Man at the table, and we have tickets for Strange Parade, which is a Doors tribute show, which is near and dear to my heart, at Stargazers Friday night. We'll be there doing our thing, but we want that place to be packed out because Strange Parade does a amazing interpretation. It is not strictly a cover or tribute effort. They interpret and expand on your favorite Doors classics. And of course, there's enough Doors music for, this will be our third time streaming them, but every show is different. So instead of interrupting once again, Gentlemen, please, more music.
Yes.
have a healthy spacecraft. We've recorded data of the Pluto system, and we're outbound for Pluto.
Mic's off. All right, cool. Hey, so
Testing.
I wanted to know whose voice was that a sample of?
Oh, she says it on the recording, but she's like the what is it? Yeah, there we go. She's the missions operation manager. Yeah, for I think it's Johns Hopkins University. This whole album was a concept album about the wasn't government funded or anything. Students built this thing, and you know it flew to Pluto in a lot less time than a lot of these other probes I've gone anywhere else. And it's amazing what people can do, given resources and given an idea. So that was the actual footage of them receiving the telemetry back from the probe of Pluto back in 2015. That's 3 years ago. That's wow. Huh. We're SVH, Semantic Vacuum Hypothesis. Semantic Vacuum Hypotheses.
See, they got a merch table back there with CDs for sale. You could just look at the CD. I know I had, you missed the early part of the comedy routine. I had to make a joke about semantic vacuum hypothesis. I can't even, after a beer, say that. But no, I'm okay. I'm okay, really. But you know, really, the conceptualization that you guys, I mean, especially coming from my background, I am just energized by the youth of America that accomplish things like this that, you know, not many people in the world get to do. Yes. So, boys and girls, go to school. Be an engineer. But we have someone here I want to give a quick minute to, because he is the coordinator for the Hug It Forward concert at Stargazers, as well as, are you like the CEO of the organization?
No, not at all. I'm just a volunteer, somebody who's passionate about what we're doing. Hug It Forward's been around for about 8 years now. It's a nonprofit based out of the U.S., and we're building schools in Guatemala out of trash. So we stuff trash in soda bottles, encase them in the walls with concrete, and help these guys out with schools, because there's a big need for schools down there, and they don't really have the resources to do this on their own.
Why did I just say what I said? Go to school.
Yep, exactly. And these kids want to go to school. The parents want a better future for their kids. The kids want to go to school. We actually empower them to build their own schools, and then we come down and give them a hand.
That's very cool, and that's why I had to jump. Actually, I always surprise my team. It's like, hey, guess what we're doing? You know, and I'm so thrilled to have, you know, compassionate friend partners that will indulge me and you and Charity, and you know. So we have, how many tickets we got here? Who wants some tickets for Sunday at Stargazers? Come up to the table, come up and get it from Ed.
Who would like a ticket? Come on up.
Or just, you know, walk around and he'll come to you. But
yeah, we've got a blues musician, Dean Woodward. A lot of you guys know him. We have twins that play bluegrass. Then we have a one-man cover band. He'll do some country, classic rock, and 90s. And then we have a reggae rock group, the Night Beats, headlining the event. So should be some good entertainment.
The Night Beats, so they're an institution. So Tony, thanks again. We will see you Sunday.
Yes.
And
thank you guys.
Love
Keep
what
rocking
you guys
on.
do. Thanks for coming and giving tickets and expressing the mission statement of the organization. Okay, my friend. So once again, the time is yours. We'll, unless you think you want to talk about some more stuff, I know we've gotten more people in, so let's play some music, right?
I have one more thing to add. So
Go ahead.
that was the album from SVH, Semantic Vacuum Hypothesis. You over there.
Available at the merch table.
Available at the merch table. Buy our stuff, please. I'm going to hand the mic over to this guy because we're going to play his music next. And he's going to say something whether he wants to or not. Because, yes, give it up for Daniel.
Yeah, come on, Daniel.
Just use this mic, I guess. I have no idea what I'm saying.
Hey,
If you want
I'm an introvert too, man. I don't like to talk, but look what I'm doing.
Should I just start like?
You're on YouTube, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
Tell us about the
All
next
right,
song.
so Almost Eden is a project I put together with a friend of mine who unfortunately couldn't be here today. He's got life in the way, as always. We started that, 9 years ago now. And it's kind of been all over the place. We actually toured the major Colorado area for a couple of years. Before that kind of crashed and burned for various reasons. But found some new guys. I've known Andy for like 5, it's been over 4 years. It's like 6 almost.
Time flies.
Huh?
Time flies, huh?
Yeah, right. And we've pretty much been playing together ever since. Met Cotter through Andy. He showed me some of the SVH, and I enjoyed it, and so they asked me to play along on the album. So did that, and now I've asked them to assist me in making a live version of my music possible again, and they have definitely done their part. So.
All right. Can't wait to hear it.
You failed to mention it's very difficult to play.
That's why I can't wait to hear it. Yeah.
Because it's so awesome, and you'll see what I mean. So, anyways, yeah, let's do this.
Awesome. I'm loving this show.
Who is your favorite guitar player, man? Who formed your style? You got to say, because I want to say.
Daniel's my favorite guitarist, sir.
No, I'm asking Daniel who his favorite guitar player is.
It's not actually an easy question to answer.
Oh, just
kind of varies from
fire
time to
some
time,
off.
but probably go with like Guthrie Govan. He's ridiculous. You should check him out if you haven't.
He sounds Norwegian.
Yeah.
I think he's very English, actually.
British English. British English. Cool. Well, that's a cool name.
Yeah, it was an unexpected name. I was thinking, see, that's why I try. You're a young dude, man, so your frame of reference is what it is. I like, my favorite is some guy you probably never even heard of, but I hope you would check him out because you got some similar patterns that he exhibits, and the guy's name is John McLaughlin.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard of him.
Visions
I
of
feel like I've
Emerald.
listened to a bunch of his stuff.
Visions of Emerald Beyond. You find
Yeah,
that
okay.
one and listen to the guitar shredding on that one.
Can
No,
do.
this is beautiful, man. Continue, please.
All right.
Give it up for SVH.
Yeah! SVH, baby!
dance and talk to us and hang out with us.
My name is Robot Peanut Butter.
You know what? I heard about you. Yeah, see, you know, you came up and yeah. There's been stories told about you already. I'm Mark. I'm the cat herder. Yeah, well, you know, you got the moves. This is great. No, anybody that feels so inclined, get up front and do what you do, really. I know it makes bands feel really good, though, doesn't it? You know, when people are getting energized by their tunes.
Amazingly talented.
Well, and so aren't you you going to do something here pretty soon?
Would you like my band to play here also?
You know, we book every.
Do you want to hear Robot Peanut Butter and the Shooting Stars?
We book everybody. We give everybody a chance. But you know what? And you're a perfect straight man, you know, because to
Perfect straight man?
well, that's the joke term, you know, in the vernacular of a comedian. You know, like Shadow Man's my straight man too sometimes. I tell
I'm Robot Peanut Butter.
Yeah.
Shadow Man, nice to meet you.
So, you know, it's sometimes it's almost obligatory to laugh at a joke, right?
Yeah.
That's what a straight man does.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a straight
I'm the hired gun. I
Well,
just laugh.
you know, anybody I'm talking to could be my straight man.
Do you like my outfit?
I love your outfit, so that's why I said wave to the camera, because you're on YouTube and on Facebook Live, and introducing yourself
Oh,
was
no.
yeah, introducing yourself was the
My
key.
best outfit.
Well, you're gonna have to come.
Come back every Wednesday.
We do this every Wednesday. We do this every Wednesday. In fact, it's a perfect opportunity. Is that we've been passing out our new May calendars.
Okay.
So we have 5 shows this month. This is the very first show in May.
It doesn't say Robot Peanut Butter and the Shooting Stars.
Well, no, because we're booking October. That's what I was trying. That was the punchline of the whole deal.
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
I love these guys.
Yeah,
Connor,
who doesn't?
Can I touch your sin?
So who doesn't love these guys at this point during the show?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was the staged introduction, don't you?
Definitely. I'm loving it, though. I love the audience participation.
Cotter's going like, no, it wasn't. So this is a great time, you know. We love it when people collaborate. This is why we have different and diverse weekly shows.
A different band every week, a different experience every week in one location.
There is a separate playlist for this show series, so you can watch every one that we've videoed for over 3 years now.
Going on 3.
All right, back to the tunes.
Security.
Little improv.
You got to say something, man.
I mean, you wanted some comedy, right?
Did I encourage this or what?
Yeah.
You know, given the opportunity, who wouldn't do something silly like that, right? But somebody hinted that this was kind of maybe a possibility. I might have been mistaken earlier before. Yeah, okay.
I did tell you about her.
Yeah, yeah, but not as much as I think we all want to know.
Actions speak louder than words, though. You know, like.
You're going to be a favorite person of ours. we're going to follow you. Yeah, I said we're going to follow you. Not. Okay, well, you got a Facebook page? Do you have a Facebook page? Unfortunately, okay. So what's the deal with people not wanting to be recognized? but obviously liking to be recognized.
Something to talk about next show.
I'm a very interesting host. Well, you know, so okay, you know what? Send music to kcosdigitalmedia.com and we'll play it. All right? Cool.
We play all Colorado music 24/7.
But you know what? You got to tell everybody that we're playing your music too, okay? So that's all we ask. Yeah, no.
Yeah, we like that.
Okay. Thank you.
As Roger would say, more music, less talk. this. Awesome. You know, I want to give a shout out. Whenever a local band comes out to check out another local band, it is the absolute, the best thing that could possibly happen. Soul Food is in the house, and we want to give a shout out to them. They just stepped out the front door. Oh, well, hey, they can catch us on the rebroadcast and share the video.
Is it time for the last song?
You know, I gotta say, I this is one thing why I love what I do, is because I see so many talented people that don't, you know, play the bar circuit or play a lot, you know, and you guys, you know, we've had a lot of bands that have been like, where'd you guys come from? Well, we've been around for, you know, but you guys, I am so impressed with your guitar style and the whole following. This is a complete band. You guys are. This is a pro quality band. So we you know, you never know who's going to be watching or listening to our broadcast, because we know venue people and talent bookers watch or listen, and we get calls about, hey, what about? You know, love to see you guys be as active as you want to be, because this is great music. I'm really liking the show.
Give us a call.
Yeah. See, I'm really, I tell you the truth, I'm done talking. You guys can play for the rest of the show. You've got 15 more minutes, man. If you want to, nobody wants to listen to my comedy routine. So, you know, and Nicole is not even really busy at the bar, so the 2-drink minimum must have been met, right? More
Four more.
Unfortunately, we that's the extent of our material at the moment.
Oh man, so we're okay. This is the moment where I guess who has questions for the band?
If you have a question, come up to the
and being melodic about it, I tried to absorb as much as I could from the guy.
Oh, bless you, man. A moment of relevance here.
Great question, sir. Thank you very much.
But we got 10 minutes. If you guys want to play Signals over again, I mean, no one's going to say, oh, no, we're done.
The crowd wants to hear Signals, and the band wants to hear Visionary. I think it's. We're doing both.
We own the station. Go for it.
All right.
We'll get it this time, Connor. We'll nail it, baby. Make sure that sound is there.
This has been an excellent show. One more.
So, how is it for a debut show to be entertaining over 400 people?
I'd say that's that's okay. I'll take that.
Cool.
I mean, that's cool. Cool.
And numbers are going to grow. I mean, they always do. But right now, man,
that's crazy. Yeah, I never imagined that. But thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
This has been one of our. This has been a very memorable show for me. I mean, you guys are very eloquent and very accomplished in your crafts. Yeah. Soul food must be in the house again. Huh? No, it wasn't? Okay. I was mistaken. Oh, yeah? Well, shoot, man. How about that? Go over and, we got a wired mic. We aren't mobile tonight. We don't have wireless mics, so if you want to ask a question, you need to come to us. And if you want to, advertise a shameless promo of your band, come on up to the table and say hello. No? Come on over and say hello. Yeah, we
got another local band in the house. Come on up here to the table.
Point, yeah.
Tell us who you are.
Yeah, we soul food in the living men. This is my brother here, Adrian. Yo, the Admiral. You know what I'm saying? What's up?
Where can we hear you guys play most often?
We be rocking the mystic skies, yeah. We be around. Just catch us, but we be at the cover bar. Next show gonna be at a pop-up coming up soon here. We doing some community events.
That's the Ohana Kava Bar?
Yeah, right up there.
Right on. I love that place.
Check out the Facebook. Soul Food in the Living Men. SOLFOOD, one word, in the Living Men. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to SVH up here, rocking it. Yes, without a doubt.
So you got some music you'd like some airplay with?
We need your music. You're going to have to send your music to KCUS so we can play it for the world.
Well, we get in our press kit and say,
there you go.
Just send it to the website and it comes right to me, man.
Already.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for coming out. Really.
Right on. Thank you.
Right, brother.
So I think we got one more.
Well, we got to close the song out with a bang. Configurations. You guys, thank you. You guys rocked the hell out of it.
This has been a very special show. Such a treat for us. Thank you very much.
So, you know, when SVH2 comes out, you need to, if it goes into the next year, you just need to find a Wednesday night and do another CD release.
This is a CD release party. You can go back here and get some merch. Be sure to buy a CD. Check out, maybe buy a shirt or two. Support this band. They are awesome and off the hook.
Yeah, like Andrew said, they only live down the street, so it's not like they really don't need gas money, right?
They got to get around. Don't we all need a little gas money?
Well, but you know, this is another self-funded project. You guys are totally amazing for everything that you have done business-wise with your collaborations and companies and affiliations. And I want to thank everybody for coming. If this is your first time, we have the monthly calendar on display. You can pick up a flyer if Shadow Man didn't slip you one of these anyway. We've got really 4 more very diverse bands that they'll be as entertaining, I know, because we've already had, well, no, we've only had Hipbone, but Hipbone's a really cool blues band. So if you're a blues fan, we have blues, we play all genres. So, gentlemen, really thank you once again for all the preparations that you did. Yeah, you surprised us with 2 days of preparation, and we just slipped in and said, hey, we're ready to do the show. But very, very much thanks for everything, the support that was provided. And the calendars, once again, I want to acknowledge our partner, Neon Pig Creations, who makes up our flyers and the posters you see on the walls and the icons that are on our Facebook pages. So who else do we have to mention as a sponsor?
Well, I think we've hit them all. We've got Sunshine, Stargazers.
Performance Audio.
Performance Audio and Ruptured Studios at 7 Fox at Ruptured for the videos.
Yeah, we look forward to talking to all of those people.
Hex Audio Visual Engineering.
Thank you.
And thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being such a fun time. This has been a cheap date for me as always. Take it away, my brother Shadow Man.
Well, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning into The Beat Goes On. I hope you enjoyed Semantic Vacuum Hypothesis as much as we have. Next week is Had I Known. And now you can catch The Beat Goes On every Wednesday right here at the Gold Room on kcosdigitalmedia.com. Don't forget, we have Colorado Metal Shop coming up at 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Monday through Friday. Colorado's heaviest metal, all in one location. Stay tuned at kcosdigitalmedia.com.
I just have to add one more thing, because this, you know, you guys have been such great, you know, I had to explain straight man concept, but this next band, Had I Known, I don't know if you guys heard Had I Known. They're a really very cool indie alternative style. They're on the station, of course, but go check their Facebook page out, their Bandcamp, I believe. But you know, with a name like Had I Known, what am I going to do? I'm going to make a lot of jokes, I know. So really, come on down next Wednesday, or listen or watch. And you know, how was the food from Springs, Orleans? Did anybody eat from there? You know, you could have had dinner delivered to your table, but I guess everybody ate before they came. But thanks so much. We're gone.